All right, so we're going to allow some folks to be able to share their personal testimonies and how this has been able to improve in their quality of life. And so we're going to start off with Dr. Benita Thompson. Dr. Benita Thompson, if you don't mind, just let us know your story. If you don't mind giving a little background about your personal journey. And then also want to ask you just to actually take some time to kind of share which product it is that you've been able to utilize that's been able to help you improve your quality of life. So please, Benita, the mic is yours.
Well, thank you, Cecil. I am very thankful. And every Thanksgiving season, I tell everybody how thankful I am because I have a kidney disease and my kidneys were not functioning. Um, and the doctors didn't know why because I eat right, I exercise, everything, but it just happens. And so they put me on dialysis, and it's called peritoneal dialysis. And so I'm able to do that at home. And every time I go back to the doctor says, "Oh, you know, you seem to be doing so well. What are you doing?" And I told her about the CBD and the full spectrum tincture that I use every day. And what that tincture does, it goes to my cannabinoid system, and it goes around to where my urinary system is, and it tries to pull it back in shape. And so it's done that very well. And you're not if you're on dialysis and if your kidneys don't work, this is your urinary system, then you lose the ability to urinate. But I never did. I never lost the ability to urinate. And my doctor was wondering, why in the world, what are you doing that is at least, no, your kidneys still don't work. You still have to be on dialysis, but they're working in they're pulling your urine. Something is helping this kidney disease. Something is helping you. What is it? And so I explained to her about the full spectrum CBD. And it tastes so good too, because the full spectrum is tropical taste. I love it. So sometimes I take it once a day. Sometimes I take it a couple of times a day. But it has really, really helped me. And my nephrologist is the one that really is so proud of the fact that I can still urinate, and nobody else, they don't do that. That doesn't happen if you are on dialysis and if your kidneys don't work. So I'm just very, very, very grateful. I'm able to still go places. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to Egypt. I can go wherever I want to go and do my peritoneal dialysis. And my neurologist is very she says, yes, you can, you're doing great. All of your, they have to see me once a month. So once a month, they do the blood test, they do the urine test, and they stay right up on me. And they said, you're just doing excellent. Also, my neurologist has neck pain. And I said, let me give you some of this to see if it'll help your neck pain. And it did. And now she sends me her patients who have pain. Whoever has pain and comes to her, she gives them my number. She asked me, can I give them your number so you could help them with pain? And I said, sure. And so many of the patients, they come, some of them like the spray, some of them like the roll-on, but most like the cream. And luckily I don't have any pain, so I don't need it. But the people who need it, they know who to come to. Hello. And they get their pain taken away with the either the spray or the roll-on or the cream. And the other thing that I love, and I'm so thankful for, is the bath salt. I love that bath salt. When I'm in the shower and I put some of that bath salt in my hands and I just rub it, Oh, it feels so good. It just, oh my goodness. And it smells so good. And I just love that bath salt. And then if you take a bath, if you have a tub, I had a tub in my other house. And so I would put some in the tub, in the water, and it just made your whole body feel so soft and it smells so good. So those are the two things I like the best. The one that helps me with my kidney disease, which is the tincture, and then the one that I can just enjoy when I take a shower. And then there's one other one that I use every now and then because I sleep pretty good. But sometimes I have things on my mind and issues that I'm trying to solve, and I, can't sleep. So I will take the sleep gummies, and that knocks me right out. Boom. And in the morning, I wake up, I'm like, oh, okay. And I feel great. And I'm able to do whatever I need to do. And then I have one customer that loves those sleep gummies too. And she said that all of her adult life, she had sleep issues. She has taken everything across the counter that they make for sleep issues. She has taken everything the doctor has prescribed for her for sleep issues. And she said, this is the best thing ever. So I said, you have to write a review. I don't think she's written a review yet, but she buys them 6 bottles at a time. Yes, so she must love it. She must love it. But I am very thankful. I am very, very thankful for Cherish Wellness products. They help me so much, and I'm able to help other people so much with each of these products. Cherish Wellness. That's where it's at. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, y'all. Let's give Dr. Bonita Thompson a hand. Thank you so much, Dr. Bonita. Really appreciate you sharing your story, your journey, your how these products have been able to help improve your quality of life. So the next person I'm going to invite is someone that I love so very much. She's so very special to me. She also is a true advocate of the tinctures as well, which is why I'm going to ask her to share. I view her as my life partner and the person who makes me better. You know how they say iron sharp as iron. So my better half, for sure, my better half. So without further ado, I want to turn the mic over to Gold Executive, Ms. Tara Harrison Calise. Mic is yours, ma'am.
Hi, everybody. So I typically I'm just going to be transparent and honest because that's who I am. I typically don't share my story or share this information. Um, can we go back to the other spotlight? Thanks, Cecil. Appreciate you, but no thank you. And I'll further explain why. Can you put it back to where it was before for me, please? Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So that's not going to work for me because I am a person with anxiety. I don't often share that or tell people that. Anxiety, I feel like, has been a word that people kind of throw around like, oh, I'm nervous and I get excited. No, I have real anxiety and I have real OCD. I actually have those things like diagnosed. I see a therapist because it's really bad. And So I'll take you back for a quick second. So when I was a little kid, like, so this isn't like, oh, this happened when I was an adult. No, I was a small child with high anxiety. Like, it's been a thing all of my life, right? And I just, you think this is who you are, you're going to deal with this, is how you're going to live, and, whatever, right? So now this part is for the people the skeptics, because I am a skeptic. If you tell me something, I'm automatically going to say, yeah, right. I'm not going to believe it. I just am wired that way. So my husband told me about CBD, and I said, whatever, that's a gimmick. I don't have time for it. No, thank you. I don't care what you say. I'm never going to use it. And I said that for a while. But then I said, I am really tired of being this, like, anxiety. I'm really tired. Like, I need something. And I work in the television and film industry. It is a high stress, like a really stressful job. I do love it as my career, but it's very stressful. I've had panic attacks. I have gotten into an ambulance, gone to a hospital, only to find out there's nothing wrong with me. It's a panic attack. Like, I'm not kidding when I say high anxiety. So he was telling me, I love you, and for your own health, because I refuse to take anti-anxiety medication. Too many side effects, all kinds of things happen. I refused. But Cecil said, but okay, but you gotta do something. You can't keep this. This is not going. You're gonna kill yourself, basically. And meaning, like, the damage that is doing to your body, it's not healthy, right? So I said, let me research this CBD so I can just tell you to move on and that it's crap, right? I'm going to research it to prove to you that it's crap. So the more I researched it, the more I was like, wait a second, I might be wrong on this one. wait. Wait, I couldn't find anything. In fact, I kept finding things that were good. So I made a decision. I said, I'm going to start using the tincture, right? I'm going to start using it. The very first time I used the tincture, you don't necessarily know what's happening right away. It's not like a magic pill that you take and then all of a sudden I'm not nervous about anything, or I'm so calm, and it's not that. So I took it for like a couple weeks, and I remember having it in my purse in a little pouch. And one day the bottle kind of spilled out, right? And I was like, well, this, now my bottle spilled, but oh well, it's stupid CBD anyway, like whatever. Like a week or two later, I got another bottle and I started taking it. And Cecil told me first, like when we're driving in the car, he was like, have you noticed that you don't get as nervous? Have you noticed? I'm like, nah, what are you talking about, right? Didn't think about it. Then I started thinking, well, wait a second. At work, I would notice my reaction to things wasn't the same as it was before. I didn't go to a 15. I was maybe like a 3, right? And I was like, well, that's interesting, but okay, but maybe that's because I'm now calmed down, right? I wouldn't face the fact that CBD was the thing that was helping, right? When I truly realized what CBD was doing for me, you could not shut me up. I will tell I will talk to, a statue and be like, hey, do you know about CBD? Like, I will tell, like, it's that important. It helped me that much. If I can tell you about a good restaurant and a good movie, I can tell you about CBD, which literally has changed my life. I'm a tincture girl. Like, I will take a tincture. I will have them stocked up. I don't run out. It's not an option. I will go and find it because now it's a part of my world. Okay, and then one last thing, and this is in reference to pain because that was in reference to anxiety. I've talked to many, many people that have had gallbladder problems, and I don't even know where it came from. Well, yes, I do, family history. But I had so before I had my gallbladder removed, I was having gallbladder attacks, and I didn't understand that they were gallbladder attacks. I thought it was gas. I thought I just had in hindsight, it was real stupid. I really should have gone to the doctor. So don't do that if anybody. But I was having these gallbladder attacks. I mean, pain like in the bathroom on the floor, crying pain, like it was bad, right? Bad, very like unbelievable pain. And I've talked to a few people since having my gallbladder out, and talked to the other people that've had their gallbladder or their family members, and they all say the same thing: really bad pain. And they were like, "Yeah, man, I went 10 months. 10 months with that anything could have happened. Gallbladder could have burst. I could have anything could happen. I went 10 months. When I went to the doctor, because it was finally, I went to the emergency room, the doctor said to me, I don't know how, and I'm not saying CBD is magic cure, but this is my experience. He said, I don't know how you've been functioning for this long because most people can't make it that long. I don't even know how that's possible. And I smiled and I was like, I know how it's possible. I was on CBD and it controlled it. I mean, even though it was excruciating, it controlled it to the point where I shouldn't have been going 10 months. Like, that's a bad idea. But it controlled it to the point where I got to that, I could get to that point. And also, after my gallbladder surgery, I didn't need any pain medication. They gave me oxycodone, which I don't recommend because I don't. It's not in my opinion. It's not the best to take. They gave me another pain medication as well. I didn't take it. I didn't need it. I didn't need it. Now, again, I'm not saying that's your experience. I'm not saying it's a cure. I'm just telling you that this is my story and this is what it did for me. I never took any pain medication. I was trying to jump back into work 3 days later, and they were like, "No, medically, no, it's 7 days." And I was like, "Really?" Because I don't need all that. Like I'll do it, but I don't need to do that. I'm good. So it is, to me, an amazing product. I take my Cherish Wellness CBD every single day, twice a day. I also take the immune gummies because they are another little story. Sorry, Cecil, I've gone over 5 minutes. Don't shoot the messenger. Sorry. But again, I'm passionate about this. So I take my immune gummies every day. Again, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that this is going to be your cure. This does this. But I will say that I had COVID, it's happened twice and it wasn't horrible. And I believe that because I was on a high doses of CBD, that helped me with my immune system. Again, not a cure, not telling you take CBD and you cure COVID or you don't get COVID, because I still got it, obviously, but I got mild versions of it. It helped me. So again, there's all these little nuances that people don't think about. My anxiety, my gallbladder, when I had COVID, these things add up, and I will never let go of my Cherish CBD products. Okay. And in fact, I'm going to tell other people so they can buy them too. Look at what it's done for Dr. Benita Thompson. Look at what it's done for me. Other people will speak on this as well. Listen, there's a couple things I'm passionate about. My husband, my family, first and foremost, God, my husband, my family, and New Edition, and my favorite group in the world, and CBD all together. Thank you. I'm done. I
Thank you
hope
so
you
very much.
appreciate the share.
Thank you so much. Show some love to Tara. Thank you so much for being vulnerable. I appreciate the vulnerability of both you and Dr. Benita Thompson for sharing your journey. So appreciate you. Thank you so very much. All right, the next person I'm going to ask to share. Listen, we oftentimes don't realize that, I'll talk, you hear talking about what it does internally, but then what's amazing is the benefits that it can do externally as well, on our outside of our bodies as well. So I'm going to ask that superstar we were talking about earlier, Ms. Delphi Mathis, to unmute her mic, and we're going to ask her to go ahead and ask her to share. So Delphine, please, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you.
All right, thank you, Cecil. I'm sure some of you have heard my story. Please turn it down. Most of you have heard my story. I was at a convention and I was limping and had a cane to assist my walk because my knee was acting up. And my good friend, Jamie Moore Berry, asked me what was I doing with that cane. And I said, girl, my knee is cutting up. She said, oh, you need some of this cream. So she gave me a little sample jar, that tiny little jar. And I put some on right through my pantyhose and went on to the service. And when I got back to the hotel, I put some more on. And after a couple of days, I laid my cane down and I have not picked it back up. And so when I saw her, I said, I need to buy some of that. And she said, oh, you think it might help? I said, girl, look at me. I don't have my cane. And she said, Jamie is very animated. Her mouth fell open. And what? I need you to make an announcement. I need you to make a video for me. So I did that and got a lot of responses. And the number of responses caused her to cajole me into joining the business because of the influence of the people that are around me. And so that's how I got involved in it. And I've been using it since August. And I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2016, and it was critical. They gave me 3 months, but this is 2023 and I'm still here. So, they're just practicing. God's got it in full control. So I go back every so often to see the oncologist. And I went back to the oncologist and he did the blood test. And he came back in the room. He was looking at the blood test. He was shaking his head. He said, "You're fine. You're fine." And I said, "Yeah, I know, The blood test was better than it has been in months. And it's because I think of the tincture that I take daily. I take it 2 or 3 times a day. And Dr. Thompson, it's interesting to me that your testimonial involved kidney disease because I've been diagnosed with that also. And have just recently been put on the transplant list. And they're talking to me about dialysis and things of that nature. And so I'm steadily taking this tincture, expecting something. I'm expecting something. One more thing. I had been taking the energy gummies. I took one, here and there. And the other day, I've been suffering with the flu, and so I've had very little energy. So I popped 2 in my mouth, and I don't know when it happened. It wasn't like a buzz or anything, it wasn't like a jump. But all of a sudden, I'm just doing stuff. And I'm thinking where all this energy comes from. And I remembered the gummies. And so for those that will try it, it works. So that's my story. I'm sticking with it. Cherish Wellness. That's the order of the day.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come on, y'all, show some love. Listen, let me tell you something. So she's humbly not sharing the fact that as a result of just her sharing that story, Miss Delphine Mathis has been only been in the company for just a couple months, and both months she has been on the leaderboards. That's #1 in the company 2 months back to back, y'all. So give her some love, show her that's incredible. That is incredible. We're so proud of you. Congratulations. But because she's sharing her story, and I was trying to find that video, Delphine, and I can't find it. So I was trying to find the video you did initially. I have not been able to find that video. So yeah,
I was looking for it myself. I think it went on my story, and it only stays on so long, and then Facebook wipes it off.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate you sharing, and we're so grateful for you. Thank you so very much. Powerful story. And speaking again about topical pain, the very individual that actually, for obvious reasons, shared this with Delphine because of her personal experience is one of our other top leaders in the company. And I'm so grateful. We have 2 of our silver executives that are on with us tonight. And so she rushed here from a family event. So grateful for her taking and making the time after her celebrating her mom's birthday. But her story is a powerful one. So I want to turn it over now to silver executive, Miss Jamie Moore-Berry, Reverend Jamie Moore-Berry. Mike is yours, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually tried to mute me and I muted you. I'm sorry.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Man, these are some wonderful testimonies. Tara, I get it. Thank you. I make sure that my husband gets the tincture for some of the same reasons. Hi, baby. I make sure. I'm like, are you on the oil? Are you on the oil? But he doesn't feel like getting on. He's a sleep gummy person. He wakes up, his sleep is disturbed 70 times per hour. That's how bad his sleep apnea is. And when they came out with the gummies, he's like, I'll try it. Nothing kept him asleep. But the combination with the CBD and what's the other stuff in it? The CBD and the ashwagandha.
Yep.
And the melatonin.
Melatonin. Yep.
And the melatonin. He has to take 2, but he can get a more peaceful rest than with the mask. Now I'm trying to convince him to put the mask back on. He won't, but it gives him more of a rest. And you know, when you're getting sleep, it helps every other part of your life. It helps every other part of your life. My story is that when we became familiar with this little jar, as I didn't know what was in it. They said, "Oh, it cures a headache right now. Oh, I had back pain. It took the back pain out right now." I didn't know anything that did that. Not even Tylenol 3 right now. You know, I was like, nah. So when they made it available to us, it was in our other company, it was CBD. You have to, I'm saying that, but you have to make sure you're getting the right stuff. You have to make sure and read the label. Cherish Wellness is the deal. Certified and all of that. And our illustrious leader, soon to be EVP team, will tell you about all of that. But I am bone on bone, torn meniscus, arthritis, and bone spurs throughout both my knee mechanisms. Both. So just one of those things can put you in enough pain to ask for a shot, right? So I didn't know how bad it was. I started to going to get injections, and they're supposed to last 6 months. They were lasting me 2 months. That's how bad my knees were. So I was carrying around a bag of medicine, a bag in my purse. When you know this is bad, when you go to church and everybody knows you got something. Jamie, you got a Tylenol 3, you got a Motrin, you got an 800 milligram. I got it. What's going on? And they would come to me. Now that's bad. They're supposed to come to me for prayer, but they were coming to me for drugs, over-the-counter drugs. It got so bad, my pain, I was up to oxycodone. Because of the pain in my legs. So this was from about 2003, and it progressed. It got worse and worse because, you know, they don't heal you, the cortisone shots. I had cortisone shots and I had a different kind of shot. It doesn't heal you. It puts a little buffer for a little while. From 2003 to 2017. So in October, it was late September or October, I got my jar. I used it for about 3 to 4 days. I put it on there 3 or 4 or 5 times in those days. And in those days, it was about the 4th day, I was off all over the counter plus prescribed medicine for my knees. All medicine for my knees. Let me tell you what those prescribed and over-the-counter drugs was killing my liver count, killing my kidney count. It was also ruining the lining of my stomach. So it was affecting my digestive system. So what they were giving me to cover the pain or mask the pain was killing me. CBD changed my life and saved my life. That's what I say. CBD saved my life. No, I don't wear heels. I wish I could. I can't wear cute shoes. I wish I could. Now I have to put the cream on my knees and my ankles and my heel because I have bone spurs on my feet. But I'm able to walk, if I want to, up to 4 miles a day. At one time, I was walking 4 miles a day. It's not pretty, but I can do it. It's not pretty, but I can do it. So anybody like my friend Delphine that's walking around limping and all of that, and I'm trying to help as many people as I can, not to everything that a pharmacy does has side effects. Everything. CBD has no side effects. I also use the tincture for my kidney. If I'm off the tincture too many days, my kidney inflames because I've had kidney surgery for kidney stones. So it helps internally and externally, and my life has changed. I yield because I can go on and on and on. Also, I started, something started happening to me neurologically because I just found out recently because of the pain since June that they don't know when it happened, but my skull is separating from my the back of my neck. Who ever heard of that? You know what I mean?
Nobody.
What?
Nobody.
Oh, yeah, I would be the one. I would be the one. So pain, you know, headaches were coming like this over my face. They thought it was my teeth. I thought it was my teeth. I was putting, because pain was all in my jaw, I would put the oil in there and rub it in my mouth, and it would take this pain away. It would take this pain away. So whatever's going on there, I put it on in the back of my neck. I do take that medicine they gave me, but it's not a opioid. I do take that, and that's helped take the headache away, but I still get this pain here. I put the oil inside my mouth, rub it around. I put the cream on the outside, rub it around. I'm good to go. I used to couldn't talk this long without pain happening. And I thought it was my teeth. So we got a gold mine. We got a gold mine. I yield.
No, well, first of all, I appreciate these stories, right? I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time tonight, but these stories are what this is about, right? That's what this is about. It's about these stories. It's about people sharing their journey, sharing how, what, when, you know, and I think it's so remarkable, and I want to appreciate each and every one of you tonight that took the time to share your stories. Powerful, powerful stories of how these products have improved your quality of life. And you know, I'll quickly share my story. My story is not quite as amazing as some of the other ones that you've heard. But first of all, I'm an adult with ADD, so focusing and staying on task is a challenge. And so, you know, I was recommended to have medication so I would be able to stay focused and stay on task and complete things. And the CBD energy gummies have changed my quality of life. They allow me to be able to focus. They allow me to be able to stay on task. They allow me to be able to really kind of continue. And it started off with a tincture. I began, first of all, with a tincture, and that's where it began. Then the gummies just took it to another level. And so that's been great for me. And then I've had high blood pressure since back in college. And so it runs in my family. And so my doctors have had me on medication, multiple medications over the years. You know, usually at 2 or 3 medications at a time. And I'm excited to share that because of CBD, I'm only down to just one medication. I'm only on one medication. See, one of the medications I took a while back actually gave me gout. So not only has CBD been able to help me manage that gout that I've been dealing with, where, you know, my doctor told me that gout is one of the 5 most painful ailments you can have. And I've had some pretty bad gout attacks, but nowhere near. They've talked about my uric acid levels and all that, and they've said that, you know, it's been amazing, the small number of attacks that I've had. And then equally amazing has been the fact that now my doctors have taken me off, because I'm no longer on that medication that gave me gout. I'm now down to just one medication for my blood pressure. My doctors have said, listen, you drop a few more pounds, and you can be entirely off of your blood pressure medications altogether. Now that to me is what, for my personal story, that's exciting, because I can't wait to be completely off my blood pressure medication after being on it since college. So It's just another example of how this is able to help folks change their lives. So I'm going to end off with just a couple of things just to give you some information. I think giving you some information is beneficial. I had a video I was going to share, but I think because of our time, I may not share that. I'm just going to quickly go through. Jamie mentioned something that I thought was important, and that was she wanted to talk about the quality of the product. Jamie, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
I think Delphine wanted to introduce someone.
Oh,
Thank you, Jamie. I see two of my guests have arrived.
Okay.
Joanne Eskridge is on,
All right.
and my husband Keith is on.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Nice to meet you, Keith. and nice to meet Joanne as well.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you both being on. Thanks for getting on with that for us tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome to have you here. So first things first, let's just talk about quality, because as you heard shared, the kind of CBD you use matters. And that's an important part of the conversation. So I want to make sure you get this. You don't want to just use anything, because quality makes a difference, right? The quality of product makes a difference. So our products, first of all, are manufactured in FDA-approved facilities, all right? First, in addition to that, you know, we're all hearing about how things are now being genetically modified. Well, our products are non-GMO, and they're also organically grown. So we don't do organic certified because we're a new company, and eventually I'm sure we'll get there. But for now, it's organically grown, meaning that the same practices that they use to do products that are organically certified, we actually use those same exact practices for our hemp, right? So you're able to now know that you're getting that quality of product. They're third-party tested. So we do a statistical analysis that verifies that the product is actually what we say it is. So it verifies what's in the product, and also that it actually has been verified not to have the THC and be psychoactive, right? And then also, most of our products are actually vegan, which is an important piece, and it's made right here in the United States. Now, those are important pieces because oftentimes people don't realize that you can get synthetic product that you can buy that come from overseas. And I actually went to do a physical, and one of the questions that were asked is, have you ever used synthetic CBD or marijuana? Because, and I was shocked, right? This is what my doctor had it on their questionnaire for my physical, because this actually is, they're having some major adverse reactions to the body for those that are using synthetic marijuana or synthetic hemp. All right, so folks don't realize this. We've had folks that have had drop with a heart attack, all kinds of stuff by using synthetic. And so you need to know what you're getting by getting things that are manufactured right here in the United States, that are third-party tested to verify that you know that what you're getting is what you have. All right. And Keith, I see your hand up. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to quickly go through a few things, and then I'm going to get your hand. Is that okay? I got you. All right. So that's an important piece. You need to know the quality of what you get. All right. Like I said, I'm going to skip this video. The people that invited you, they can share this video with you so you can see it later on. All right. Then our gummies. Okay. Our gummies have 30 milligrams of CBD in them. All right. I won't go through all the ingredients tonight because of our time. I want to make sure I give sufficient time to answer questions. But we have gummies that help for energy, gummies that help to boost your immune system, and gummies that help for sleep. You already heard some of the ingredients that we have: our ashwagandha, our melatonin, and of course the CBD in the sleep gummies. But then the energy gummies are phenomenal. Again, just all these ingredients are incredible, and they're natural ingredients that are actually good for your body. Our tinctures, we have two different forms of tinctures. Our full spectrum, which are the ones that have the plant naturally the way that it actually grows, the full spectrum, but it actually, again, has trace amounts of THC in it. And then our isolate, they have absolutely no THC, 100% THC free. Any product that is isolate has absolutely no THC. Now, mind you, understand that no products here are psychoactive whatsoever. Our products are hemp derived, meaning that you have the marijuana plant, which we know is high in THC that gets folks high, and the hemp plant, which gets people healthy. So I want to make sure you understand this. There's no products that we offer will ever get you high. It's never going to happen because they're hemp derived, and there's not enough THC for that to ever happen. So you don't have to worry about that. So the difference between those two products is that the full spectrum has all the natural ingredients. And what you don't understand is that the plant, the way it naturally comes, does not just have CBD. There's other cannabinoids that are actually beneficial for your body. And so this has all the cannabinoids, which means you can get that added benefit from that product. And by the way, All of our topical products also are full spectrum because it works more effectively topically. And again, your body won't absorb the THC. You don't have to worry about that topically. So you can actually get our cream, which is 1,000 milligrams of CBD in that. And there are topical roll-ons and spray 300 milligrams of CBD in that as well. Very powerful products, right? I tell folks that have severe problems to combine either the spray in the cream or the roll-on in the cream. Phenomenal products that are helping people to improve their health and well-being. And I had a really bad shoulder that was really messing me up, and that cream was incredible, all right? And then the lavender bath salt, which you heard Dr. Bernita Thompson talk about as well. My gosh, that product is incredible. I mean, when Tara takes a bath, the whole house smells amazing. But what she said that I thought was interesting was rubbing on your skin. A lot of folks don't realize the power of this. If your skin dries, if your hands dry a lot in the winter, use the bath salt as a way to actually exfoliate, but also moisturize your skin. If your feet are rough, and this is what happened to me because I broke my foot a number of years ago and I've had challenges with the skin on my feet, I actually started rubbing the bath salt on my feet and was amazed at what I began to see happen. Really remarkable how it's able to exfoliate and help the skin as well. So phenomenal product. Highly recommend that you use it. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop here. And again, obviously, I encourage you to get back to the person that invited you tonight to go over. And I'm going to, at the very end, I'm going to share with you the Black Friday offer that we have. But I want to take a moment just to be able to answer some questions for those that have questions. I think this is an important part of the conversation, is to be able to do this. And we, what we're doing is we're sharing why we're thankful. I know for me, I'm thankful because of quality of life. And there's others that are struggling with their quality of life, that are dealing with different things. And we want to be able to help you improve your quality of life, help you to be able to get that change without all the side effects. And that's all this was tonight, sharing with you so you can actually hear the stories of other people that are sharing how this has been able to change their life. And we're hoping we can help it change your life or those you care about as well, to be able to benefit. So let me go to Keith first. I see he has his hand up first. I want to give him a chance to ask his question. Then we'll get any other questions answered as well. Keith, go ahead and mute your mic, bud. Mic is yours.
Good evening. I've been able to try the cream and the roll-on. I'm a 35-year truck driver, so I was very hesitant with using it when it was first introduced to me because of our drug testing and everything. But I believe that it really works very well for my knees. Like I said, I've been driving for a long time, and I had some serious knee issues. And I've been using the cream for my knees, and it's not something that I have to use every day because I think it works and it covers, over 2 or 3 days. So it's a very good product to use. And so far, everything is working well with it.
Thank you for sharing your story, Keith. I really appreciate that. And, powerful share about that. I know that a number of folks have been able to see benefit for knee. Because I take the tincture every day, I've had severe knee issues for a long time as well. And I'm able to, I'm a little stiff in the morning first getting up, but after that, I'm able to do like 2 miles walking for exercise. I'm able to get up and down the steps without having to do that little, y'all know that walk that you do, you kind of do the little one down, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I have to do that anymore. After, I'm a little stiff in the morning, but after that, I'm good, right? So I appreciate you sharing that because the cream, and for those that have it more severe, I'd encourage you, and tell you what to do. Take it 3 times a day for about a week. And then after that, you'll probably be surprised that you only have to take it after that very rarely, because it's able to attack that inflammation, help to help that, with that, get it into the body and really give you that benefit, especially if you do a combination of the cream and the roll-on or the cream and the spray. Oh my goodness, remarkable benefit. So thanks for sharing that, Keith. Thank you so very much.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. All right, anyone else that wants to ask a question that I can answer for you, just to get some clarification, help you understand how to use these products, or to get any further questions. Any questions at all, please. Just go ahead and raise your hand or just unmute your mic. We want to make sure we give folks a chance to share if they have a question or want to get some further clarification or understand things better. And I see we have someone that actually, it says iPhone. If you don't mind unmuting, I want to make sure we know who that is for that, just in case you are as a guest, if there's someone that invited you, they know that you got on tonight. So if you don't mind unmuting, I see it says iPhone there. If you don't mind either unmuting or you can post in the group chat. Who is that? I see you unmuted. So I see that you're unmuted. So we can't hear you. If you turn your volume up, I want to give you a chance to share, or you can just post in the group chat so we're able to know who it is.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Oh, it's Sister Linda.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Linda, thank you so much for joining us. So I assume that you're Delphine, is that your guest?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Fantastic. Selena, thank you so much for getting on tonight. We appreciate you so much. All right. Any other questions that we can answer for
Go.
you? Yes.
Go
Go
still
ahead.
go soon to be
Go ahead,
EVP. Michelle put in the chat spray on the cheek and temple for toothache and migraine headaches. So the spray.
Let me tell you something. Be careful when you spray the spray on your head.
It is powerful.
It's powerful. So what I tell people to do is don't just spray it directly on your head, spray on your hand and then rub it where you want it to go. Let me tell y'all something. That thing is remarkable for both migraines and for headaches. I've had people that have had severe headaches or migraines that have used it and they've been shocked. Like sometimes they'll rub it right here, right on the temples or on the nape of the neck. That's what the folks will do, use it for migraines or headaches. If I went through and told you stories of my clients, y'all, we would be here literally all night because I could talk about cancer. I could talk about, I even have someone that told a story about color blindness, but we didn't go into all that. But it's crazy. We had.
Oh my goodness. I got one more.
All right.
Personally, because I
Please.
found out I have asthma. So but someone mentioned a couple years ago they were using it for praise team. So I was using the roll-on or the cream on my neck before I preached, because I used to actually lose my voice completely when I was preaching. So now I have been putting the spray on there, found out I had asthma. So I was like, okay, I'm putting it on my whole chest and it really opens up the tubes. Because all that is inflammation when it's closing up the tubes. All it is inflammation. So I'm doing great. Baptize me and cherish.
Love that. I saw someone ask the age limit. So you can't be over the age of 18 to purchase any CBD products. Under the supervision of a parent, we actually have 2 pediatricians that are on our team that have been highly recommending these products for children. But if you're going to take it orally, right, any oral products need to be isolate. That's a really important statement. So if it's an oral product, it needs to be isolate. Topical can be full spectrum, but if it's an oral, it needs to be an isolate that you give all children. All right, that's the important piece to pay attention to. But yes, we have children that use it for athletes and kids that use it for headaches, or for aches and pains that they're having. Their parents let them use their products.
Autism.
Yeah. Oh yes, absolutely, for autism. Also using it for children with ADD or ADHD, helps them focus. Had major behavioral issues that we've had children use this for, and autism is a big one. I could I've great stories about that. So absolutely. So most definitely. Awesome. Anyone else? Hey, Preet, I see you said post the website. So Preet, so get back to the person who invited you tonight. They'll give you their website directly, so you can go to their website. They'll be able to give that to you so you can have that information. So great question about the website. And what I'll do is I will share with all of our partners the video, so you all can have the video information that you can watch to get more details, or to share this video that we did tonight with others that you might know as well. We're going to make sure we provide this opportunity for us to share. As we wrap up this evening, obviously it's the holiday season. If I don't see any other questions that anybody has, we're good. All right. So as we're wrapping up this evening, I want to make sure I provide the opportunity, of course, with the holiday season and with all that's happening right now, we obviously are going to have a Black Friday deal that we're offering. And so the Black Friday deal that we're offering right now is that obviously a lot of folks are loving using the bath salt, loving using the tincture and the cream. So we're gonna actually, if you buy a bath salt, a tincture, a cream therapy, you get 2 roll-ons for free. So all you have to do is do the coupon code pain-free. Now, the reason why this is pretty awesome is because the benefit of the bath salt that I didn't even talk about, the skin, the body, the largest organ in the body is the skin. And so when you lay in a bath, it allows you to absorb a large amount of the CBD in. But you can also, of course, rub it on, as you talked about. But as a result of that combination, using it orally, then taking it topically, and then also getting the roll-on, these are small roll-ons that you can travel with that are really great for travel. They're great for you to be able to have on the go. This is a phenomenal offer. So this deal right here for Black Friday, and I'm sure there will be some more deals that come on as well. Keep in touch with the person that invited you. They'll get you the details about how you can take advantage of this. And this goes until Friday midnight, right? 11:59 is when this offer is going to expire. So if you want to take advantage, you see the code there. It's pain-free. Write that down. Get back to the person that invited you tonight, and they'll be happy to give you the information about that. So I'm going to let y'all get to your evening because it's already 8:04, and I know that you have things that you need to do and want to do. But I want to first of all just applaud you and thank you for your time, because you didn't need to be here, but you did. You came and got on this evening, and you honor the person that invited you, so that I genuinely appreciate. So want to encourage you, get back to the person that invited you. Again, they'll give you the information. So if you want to support their business and help them out, the last thing I'll say is this. A lot of times folks try this out and they use it for a short time frame. What I want you to get is this: whether you realize it or not, what CBD does in the body is much larger than folks realize. And I'll close out with this simple analogy for you to understand. It's the holiday season, right? So when you actually consume CBD, imagine your body being a Christmas tree. And you have these receptors all throughout your body that are called CBD receptors, right? So it's and we have a system in our body, it's called the endocannabinoid system. Now, this system literally is from head to toe. So as soon as you take CBD, it activates the system. And what the system does is it actually looks for where there's imbalance in the body and helps the body to then create balance naturally, using the body's natural systems. So what we're talking about is that the body actually regenerates new cells. We're talking about in that video that the person that invited you tonight is going to share with you. It talks about all these things in our bodies, from the eyes to the bones, that have these receptors that are all throughout the body that are helping the body to regenerate new cells, to be able to help the body to work and balance itself. Because whether we realize it or not, homeostasis is what keeps our bodies in working at its best, right? And so I want you to get this. Yes, you can use CBD temporarily, but if you want to get the best results that aren't just about symptoms, you want to take CBD and be on it regularly. And so I want to let you know that you're some of the first people to know this is about to happen within a matter of maybe days or weeks. We're going to have this happen. Here's what's awesome. When you choose to get on subscription, right, and you actually become a customer that uses the product every single month, the company's going to give you a code that you can use, and you can refer other customers to the products. And once you have 5 customers you refer to a product that you're using, your product is free. So that's incredible, right?
So Delphine's not going to pay for anything. That's what it sounds
Absolutely,
like.
right? Right? So
Okay.
I want to make sure you get this. Everyone needs to know this. Your goal is to use the product every day anyways. That should be a part of what you do, because everyone should be getting at least somewhere between 50 to 75 milligrams of CBD in their body once you get over the age of 45 on a daily basis, right? That's the goal. That's what you're looking to do anyways. So you want to have that in your body. So whether you're taking it topically or taking it orally, your goal is to make sure you're getting that CBD into your system to help you manage. So get back to the person so they can tell you how to get on subscription, and then we'll get you set up so you can start referring folks to it. So with that being said, as I say every day, if you can dream what God, you can achieve it. So let's go out, let's make our dreams our reality. Because you know what?
We deserve it.
Yes, indeed. Have a good night, folks. Appreciate your time. Hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully you benefited from this conversation. God bless. Happy holidays, and have a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving as well. Goodbye, folks. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gold.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure. God bless.
Good
Good
night.
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 I want
Thank
that
you
slideshow.
for coming on. I appreciate you.